This is Seeking the Word. In this episode, the reading is from Genesis chapter 7, verses 1 through 24. This is episode 7, part 2 of 4 in the flood narrative. The intent is to read the passage carefully and attentively, observing what is present in the text itself, without preaching or teaching. Yahweh said to Noah, "Come with all your household into the ship, for I have seen your righteousness before me in this generation. You shall take 7 pairs of every clean animal with you, the male and his female. Of the animals that are not clean, take 2, the male and his female. Also of the birds of the sky, 7 pairs, male and female, to keep seed alive on the surface of all the earth. In 7 days I will cause it to rain on the earth, 40 days and 40 nights. Every living thing that I have made I will destroy from the surface of the ground." Noah did everything that Yahweh commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came on the earth. Noah went into the ship with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives because of the flood waters. Clean animals, unclean animals, birds, and everything that creeps on the ground went by pairs to Noah into the ship, male and female, as God commanded Noah. After the 7 days, the flood waters came on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month of the 17th day of the month, on the same day, all the fountains of the great deep burst open, and the sky's windows were opened. The rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the same day, Noah and Shem, Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his sons with them entered into the ship. They and every animal after its kind, and all the livestock after their kind, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every bird after its kind, and every bird of every sort. Pairs from all flesh with the breath of life in them went into the ship to Noah. Those who went in male and female of all flesh, as God commanded him, and Yahweh shut him in. The flood was 40 days on earth. The waters increased and lifted up the ship, and it was lifted above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ship floated on the surface of the waters. The waters prevailed exceedingly on the earth. All the high mountains that were under the whole sky were covered. The waters prevailed 15 cubits upward, and the mountains were covered. All flesh died that moved upon the earth, including birds, livestock, animals, every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, and every man. All on the dry land, in those nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life, died. Every living thing was destroyed that was on the surface of the ground, including man, livestock, creeping things, and birds of the sky. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ship. The waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. The passage begins with direct speech from Yahweh to Noah. The instruction to enter the ship is followed by additional instructions regarding clean and unclean animals. The distinction between clean and unclean appears without explanation. Specific time markers are repeated. 7 days, 40 days and 40 nights, the 600th year, the 2nd month, the 17th day, and 150 days. The event is anchored in measurable time. There is a clear moment from command to fulfillment. Verse 5 states that Noah did everything Yahweh commanded him. The text then shows the entry into the ship, followed by the arrival of the floodwaters. The phrase "after its kind" is repeated in describing the animals. The language mirrors earlier passages in Genesis, where living creatures were created after their kind. The entry into the ship is described twice. First in summary form, then again in expanded detail. The second description includes the statement that Yahweh shut him in. The text explicitly names Yahweh as the one who closes the door. There is escalation in the description of the waters. The phrase "the waters prevailed" is repeated with increasing intensity. They increased greatly. They prevailed exceedingly. The coverage expands to all high mountains under the whole sky. The destruction is described comprehensively. The phrase "all flesh" appears multiple times. Lists are repeated: birds, livestock, animals, creeping things, and man. The text emphasizes totality. The rain lasts 40 days and 40 nights, but the waters prevail 150 days. The period of rainfall and the duration of prevailing waters are distinguished. The passage ends by narrowing the focus. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ship. The line that stays with me in this section is simple. Yahweh shut him in. It's brief, there's no description around it, no dramatic build, no sound of the door, no reaction recorded, just the statement. And to me, it feels final. Not emotional, not angry, just final. Noah did what he was told. He entered the ark. The animals came in, male and female, after their kind. The command was given. The command was obeyed. And then God shuts the door. That's the moment where it shifts. Up until then, Noah is active. He builds, he gathers, he enters. After that line, it's all God's action. The fountains burst open. The windows of the sky are opened. The waters increase. The waters prevail. Noah's work is done. The timing details also stand out to me. 7 days, 40 days and 40 nights, 150 days, specific dates, specific durations. Early in Genesis, days and years have functioned as real markers inside the story. So when God says, in 7 days, it reads like actual time passing towards something that has already been declared. It makes the whole thing feel measured. Not rushed, not chaotic, ordered. And then the repetition begins. The waters increased, the waters prevailed, they increased greatly, they prevailed exceedingly. It's not poetic language, it's steady, almost methodical. Like the text is making sure the reader understands the scale. This is not partial destruction, it's total. All flesh, all the high mountains, everything with the breath of life on dry land. And then the narrowing line. Only Noah was left. It doesn't feel dramatic to me, it feels formal, like a declaration that the matter is settled. The way a ceremony ends with the final statement that seals it, it is done. That's an order to the whole sequence. God speaks, it happens. Noah obeys, the door is shut, the waters rise, the destruction completes. The text doesn't argue, it doesn't explain, it just unfolds it. And I'm left sitting with that finality more than anything else. That concludes episode 7, part 2. This is Seeking the Word.